Welcome to the Honesty Club podcast.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Sarah Joy.
We've been friends for over a decade, and at this point, we've talked about everything.
Each week, we'll take a hot topic and give our honest takes. And even better, we're inviting you to be a part of the conversation by submitting your stories and thoughts.
Laugh a little, learn a little, and even feel free to disagree.
You're invited to join the Honesty Club.
Alrighty.
Happy October. We're
Happy October.
Who's starting?
Literally, we just made eye contact.
Yeah.
We both kind of did it.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, it is, October in our hearts.
Yeah.
Not outside.
Right.
But
the weather looks like fall.
It's true. And my backyard looks like fall destroyed it.
Let me tell you, your neighbors are ready for Halloween.
Oh my gosh, I will jump scare if I ever tell you. I left.
Those are your new neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
And
I don't think they were here last year.
He's apparently a single dad.
Okay.
Has a son. I don't think the son's maybe not with him all the time. So maybe he's
trying to make some memories.
Really make some memories. Because I think he was like going up. This is from the neighbors, the neighbor T.
Yeah.
He said, my other neighbor told me that he is a contractor.
Okay.
And so he built stuff. And so he was like redoing their whole backyard where he was going to put a pool in.
Oh my
he was
gosh.
going to put this like jungle gym thing for the kid, obviously. Yeah. So he's really trying to make
some memories. Wow. So we pulled up today and there's like this ghoul outside. And then we pull up further and there's like a
huge
20-foot skeleton.
Yes. Yeah. It's insane. Scary. Usually our little area doesn't do much for Halloween, which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as like terrified because the rest of the neighborhood goes wild. Now, I'll say this. I appreciate that they go wild for every holiday because they do go wild for Christmas. So I love that.
Yeah.
I don't love Halloween. But at least, they're not just like, oh, we only do Halloween.
Yeah.
That would suck. But anyway, I was
Some
not
of our
expecting
neighbors
that.
who decorate for Halloween and not for Christmas, I'm like,
it's like,
guys.
What? Who are you?
Yeah.
What are you? What do you do? Like, what do you believe?
Yeah.
Because,
you're a dark soul.
Yeah. Because I'm confused. Most people these days, they celebrate all the holidays.
Yeah.
But if you're only doing Halloween.
Just Halloween. Yeah.
I'm a little scared. The other thing is, it's September when we're talking about this.
Yeah.
And he's already decorated.
Yeah.
We're not even in October in reality.
Yeah.
So what? Like, put out pumpkins for fall or something.
Yeah.
You don't have to go full scare.
Yeah. I don't know.
But whatever.
Crazy.
It is what it is. I pulled it out the other day and I was like, what's going on?
I know. Ever since our last podcast, I've been trying to find the tiny pumpkins, and I have not found them.
Apparently, got to go to Randall's.
Gotta go to Randall's
Who
today.
would have thought?
Apparently.
Yeah, usually that's not where I would think of to go.
No one has them.
That's so weird.
It's really
How
lame.
did they get their hands on them?
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. Either I have to go buy like fake ones
Yeah.
at Hobby Lobby or like go to Randall's.
Just stop at Randall's.
I guess.
They had the pretty mums too.
I had heard some fake news.
Okay.
Excuse me. I heard that Trader Joe's was coming out with all their pumpkin stuff on the 1st
I know.
of September, and I went. I was so
I
excited.
went on September 1st.
Same. And it was so disappointing. They had like leaves up.
They had leaves up, but they had.
That's it.
I didn't see any of their pumpkin
Nothing.
flavored things.
Nothing.
So I was like, what's
No
going on
pumpkins,
here?
no pumpkin flavored things. They just put
No.
up leaf decor.
That was it.
I was like,
Yeah, I was confused.
I was very disappointed.
I was too. I was really hoping to see some
I was
more.
ready to celebrate. You've got lipstick on both sides of your cup.
Because I guess I switched it and then.
She's ambidextrous today.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm hoping they'll get with it soon.
Yeah.
'Cause what the
I
heck?
know.
I pulled up and I was like, oh, they have their leaves out. This is a good sign.
I know.
They're ready.
But usually they have the pumpkin dump outside and you really know what's happening, They have that giant pumpkin
I don't remember.
display.
Okay.
Yeah. They usually have just millions of pumpkins outside
Man.
in hay bales.
What's going on? Why would they
I
lie to
know.
us?
I know. It's really disappointing.
So rude.
Anyway, today's my due date.
Woo!
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. Can you believe you're here?
No.
At this date and time?
No.
That is pretty crazy.
I know. Because when you first hear about it, you're like, oh, that's a distant land.
Yes. And then one day you're there.
Show up and you're like,
we did it. We made it to this point.
Yeah. Like, I kind of knew when I woke up. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm 40 weeks.
Yeah.
And I, like, look at my app because I, like, just, look at it every day. And it was like, today's your due date. And I was like, oh, my gosh.
Weird. Yeah. No, that's weird.
Yeah.
In a way, because you're just like, this is my due date.
I know.
The date that they set for me.
Yeah.
Obviously,
they actually gave me
changed.
2 due dates, so it's today or tomorrow. But
perfect.
The one
you can decide which one you like better.
Well, the one like she measured today. Okay. She measured, but they were like, "Oh, do you want like a bonus day? Like, do you want us to just put down that it's tomorrow?" I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Because it gives you more time.
Right.
An extra day if you need it.
Sure.
Know? So I was like, "Sure, whatever." So I've been telling people it's tomorrow.
Okay.
But really,
it's
today.
Okay. Wow.
Because I never changed over like on the app.
Yeah.
So I've been like tracking the weeks.
Yes.
From this one.
Right.
So,
Oh my gosh.
one day it's like,
if
whatever.
You're listening to this, she's definitely had the baby.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like there is
I know.
a future reality.
I know.
Where this baby's outside of you.
I know.
It's just it's the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's as close to a sci-fi movie as you can get.
Yeah.
It
feels like it.
Like you're growing this thing in your belly and then it comes out.
Every time I eat, I'm like, this mac and cheese is becoming fingers.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so weird.
It is.
And I grew her out of like vitamins and what have I been eating? Mashed potatoes? Like,
I don't even know.
It's so weird.
What's crazier?
How did it know to become eyeballs and teeth and hair and all,
What's crazy is you like probably ate pretty well. Mm-hmm. Some people, I'm sure, go their whole time eating trash and they
or like barely anything because they vomit it all.
Yeah, and it still works out.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't understand it.
No, I don't either.
But it's awesome.
Yeah. I woke up to a text from my friend this morning that she had her baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's wild. Her due date they were very off.
Well, yeah. I guess she was just ready. I don't know.
Or they got it really wrong.
Maybe.
Because that baby seemed like
big.
Was fine. It wasn't like, early.
Yeah.
And ready to come.
Who knows? But that was encouraging, if anything, because she just texted me this morning. I did it. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like, like we were in this together, like, okay, we're going to do natural birth, whatever.
Yeah.
So she just texted me like, well, first of all, she texted me yesterday. She's like, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? And she called me and she was like, I thought my water was breaking. I was like kind of freaked out about that.
Yeah.
And she's like, I went to the doctor. It turns out my water was not breaking. But she checked me and she was like, okay, first of all, I can like see your water kind of like, I don't know, the bag was kind of like hanging or something. Yeah. She was like, it's about to break.
Oh, wow.
But it hasn't broken yet. And then she was like, do you have a high pain tolerance? And she's like, no, why? She's like, you're at 5 centimeters. And she's like, have you been having contractions? She's like, no, but my back hurts like heck. And she's like, oh,
that's what it was.
It's a back contraction. I'm like, I'm glad you told me that because I would have never thought, oh, back pain.
Right.
I would have been like, I need a massage, you know? So, anyway, crazy. And then, so she called me. She's like packing snacks. She's like at home. She's like, I'm just waiting here.
Was she going to a birthing center or a hospital?
Hospital, but
they have a midwife wing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was like 3 p.m. her time when she called me. And she's like packing snacks and she's like, they just said, come back when I can't talk, through a contraction. Yeah. So I don't know what time she went in.
Yeah, I wonder what time she went in.
But 12 hours later, she had her baby. Wow. So like 12 hours from packing snacks and being like, I didn't know I was in labor. I'm like, That's awesome.
I wonder what it was like in between.
True, but like, you just hear people 50-hour labor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, ugh.
I haven't heard of 50, but
I've heard some like
50?
horror stories. Yeah.
50 hours.
Yeah, and that's where they finally like transfer to the hospital.
Like 30.
Yeah. Even that's
terrible. I mean, I would not want to do it. I was bracing myself for like 24.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know. That's just what you hear.
Yeah.
A lot of times for like first.
Yeah.
And I remember vividly, I think I said this before, one time when my sister was in the hospital, another girl we knew was having a baby, and she had been there for like a very long time. She was going on 24 hours. And so I think that was like in my brain, like, oh, this could be very long.
A long time.
You know?
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I think about is like the stamina.
Yeah. So like whenever mine wasn't even like the fastest necessarily, but I was like, that was pretty good for me. I was like, I was thinking 24 hours. So
yeah.
You know.
You like had her by 9 p.m. Like, like killed it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wonder, that's kind of tough to have to do it in the middle of the night, but
yeah, I feel like that's kind of baby time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
None of the people I know have had it in the night, I don't think.
Well, she texted me at 7, which was 5 her time.
Yeah.
And she had him at 3.
3 in the morning.
Yes. So I was like, honestly, that's the best case scenario for me. Because, I don't know, you want to tell everybody, but like, you also don't want to have to
They'll be sleeping.
Yeah. So like, have them be sleeping.
Yeah.
You know, and then kind of come in with the good news when they wake up. And then maybe she's seasoned into her face a little bit.
Yeah.
Launch with a photo. You know what I mean?
No.
And they haven't missed it. They haven't been like, what the heck? It's been 4 hours, you know?
Yeah. Well, they'll feel like they kind of missed it because whenever my friend had her baby, this was 5 years ago, she went in the evening and then it was through the night. And so I was like, oh, I'll stay at the hospital as long as I can. It ended up being like midnight 1 or something like that. And I was like, okay, I'll just go home and sleep. And then when I woke up, I saw the text, like, she had it. And I was like, oh. Man, I kind of missed it.
Oh. Well.
But
wait, you missed it, like...
Like, she had it, I guess, early enough in the morning, but I had slept a little bit later, like, I don't know, till 7 or something.
So what would you have done?
I don't know. I could have just been there
at
that time. Like, I could have gone in the morning earlier or something. I don't know. I wanted to be there through the whole thing, but... Yeah. It didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, I didn't find out you had Amelia till like 2-3 hours later.
Yeah, that was an accident.
I was like, she's gonna have a Star Wars baby. Yeah. It's gonna be okay.
No, she's
gonna go right into the NASA
stuff.
stuff.
Lost track of we weren't contacting anyone, and then I think I had forgotten to tell people like who to contact.
Yeah.
And so then, thankfully, my mom I think thought of it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my gosh, I've been talking to Sarah." And I haven't told her. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, so you text me. It was like almost midnight, I feel like. And you're like,
oh,
hey, I had Amelia at 9. I was like, oh my gosh, thank God.
Yeah, like this is really taking some time.
Yeah, I was like.
No, at that point, yeah, I think we were just like doing all the things and you're just caught up and, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, we were doing golden hour and then people were visiting and then we needed to eat, and then
but finding out 2 or 3 hours later is not a big deal.
No.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Especially if it happens in the night, be like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
We're good.
Unless
5 a.m.
Like waking up and they're like checking their phone.
Sure. But still.
But fine. I mean, they'll be fine either way. It's like not a big deal. They'll find out when they find out, you know?
They will. So, anyway.
But yeah. So
good.
You're next.
The other groundbreaking news that I have is that I got a new protein powder.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it.
Okay.
It's cappuccino flavored.
And so it tastes good? Like you just put it in water?
I do a little milk.
Okay.
And then, actually don't know how Peter made it today, but I suggested do 2/3 milk and like 1/3 like old coffee.
Okay.
And then blend it up.
Nice. Yeah. So you were able to have the coffee?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
Just
times.
a little bit, you know. Because whey is like milk anyway, so it's like super milk down.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember.
Does it have like a sweet flavor?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. It's sweetened with monk fruit.
Yeah, I saw that. And stevia leaf.
Yeah. It's like very clean ingredients.
Yeah.
I'm into it. So it's a grass-fed whey.
And it's cool because you're getting protein at the same time.
Yeah. Like
which is, I mean, I'm always trying to figure out how to get more protein.
I know. It's a dream.
It's so hard.
It's a dream.
Why is that the hardest thing?
I was like, hey, Peter, are you okay with chocolate? You know, because he's not super chocolate. He's like, yeah, I can do chocolate. And then I saw cappuccino. I was like, no, just kidding. We're doing cappuccino.
Wait, he's not a chocolate person?
No, not at all.
Oh, I didn't realize that him and Matthew kind of had that in common.
Yeah, they are not chocolate people.
No, Matthew likes chocolate in things. Like
you'd think Matthew would just lean into it.
A chocolate chip in a banana bread, you know. But like if it's hardcore chocolate cake,
I think he'd lean into it for his namesake.
You'd think, but no, he's an individual. He's like, I don't go with the
I don't go with the mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Okay, this is gonna be light news. Okay. But did you see that there is like a news article or something saying that Travis and Taylor's relationship was fake and they're breaking up on September 28th? That's when their contract ends. I was like,
so funny.
Matthew showed me that. I was like, well, I guess we'll see on the 28th. And he was like, or they don't because they don't want to prove everyone right.
Do you know like, Jack Mack on TikTok?
What does he look like?
He's the guy. He's in New York, but he's got
blonde
that
hair?
Accent. He's got like a little scruff on his face. He's always
probably
doing takes. I send you his stuff.
Does he have like Barstool on his thing?
Sometimes he's on Barstool.
I think, yeah.
Anyway, he always just has like funny takes on stuff. He was like, if you believe this news, I got an ocean to sell you in Nebraska. Like,
he was really sold on it.
He was like, you gotta be kidding me. He's like, this is the most Chat GPT generated article that I've ever seen.
I don't know. We'll see. Because, I mean, a part of me has not ever been fully sure if it was a real relationship.
Why would it go on so long?
I don't know. I honestly didn't understand what they would gain from it, but I don't know. They were just a very odd match to me. I mean, it was cute, and I went along with it because I was like, "That's cute." Like I like following the story.
Do not think it's PR one bit.
But I don't know,
Kelly. You can buy an ocean in Nebraska.
No, I don't know. Like people do that. Like there's other stories of the past. Like it's very easy to do.
Why would they need it?
It's not necessarily that she needs it, but maybe he needed it.
So why would she go along with it?
I don't know. You can get things. I mean, she's like been in the news this whole year. She is not let down. Anyway. Not necessarily.
From her show, her tour.
Yeah, but people were really following the relationship. I think her tour, I mean, we've seen all that we could see.
I just don't think.
Then they amped it up with him going on stage. And then we're back.
She would never.
She would.
She would never launch
Are you telling me that you're that hardcore of a Swiftie that you think she wouldn't do PR things?
I'm saying she wouldn't launch her boyfriend with the King of England, the future King of England, on her Instagram if it wasn't real.
I don't know.
She's been in way longer relationships and she didn't do that.
But he's willing to. The other ones were real, so they didn't want to.
I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll see if they break up.
Yeah.
Now they might. I
really
don't
break up, and it would still not have to be PR.
I don't think they're gonna break up on September 28th.
That's crazy.
I think that'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy. I think it's believable.
I think that's delusional.
I think you're delusional if you're thinking they wouldn't.
I don't think she has anything to gain from it.
I think they all do. Like, celebrities are trying to stay in the limelight. She's getting older. Her audience is getting older.
Uh-huh.
They're millennials. She wants the younger crowd. She got a bunch of younger ones through this.
I think she personally would get the ick too much from
doing that too highly of her.
Really?
Yeah. She's not a great person.
I know she's not a great person, but like she's very like feminist. So like why would she want this whole year to revolve around a guy and for him to be in the news?
Technically it's about both of them.
but a lot about him.
Also, it's like people don't even know what feminist is anymore. You know? And she's built her whole career on relationships.
Why would she do songs too? Like songs about him.
Her whole career is about songs about guys.
I get it, but why would she?
So that doesn't really.
You think all the other ones in the past were real?
I don't know. Like the Maddie Healy one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That one was too
fringe,
too quick, and too random. You know?
Who knows?
But apparently she has songs about him.
Yeah, but weren't they like on and off throughout all of her boyfriends, and then she thought this was her moment?
Apparently, but like that was also weird because it was like all of a sudden we're supposed to believe that they've been on and off for years and we didn't know. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. We've known about everyone.
Yeah.
The Swifties are going.
Well, I feel like they knew when she was
They knew that we knew the last time.
Yeah.
And maybe the first time, but that they've been on and off.
I don't know.
Because celebrities like her, this is why, they've talked about the Blake Lively thing and how we haven't had any beef with her because she controls what she's wanted people to see. And so the fact that, unfortunately, we're in a time for her, we're in a time where it's a lot more candid. So, like, people are doing things on TikTok, like, interviews that way, or promoting things. So she can't really be as, like, controlling of it as she once was. And because of that, people are saying, like, oh, who she truly is, So, in this day and age, it's just, they've been able to control it, but now it's, like, it's not as easy. So you kind of have to, like, get ahead of it.
Can you imagine being in a relationship just for your job?
Absolutely not. I could not date someone that liked me if I didn't like them at one bit. I couldn't
get past the ick.
I would throw up.
Yeah.
So no, I cannot.
So I'm just saying, there's no way I could do that for a year.
Now, I'm not saying I'm 100% it's not real, but there is that option.
I think you're crazy.
You're always playing devil's advocate, so here we are.
I think you're playing devil's advocate. That sounds wild.
That's what I'm saying.
To stick with it for a year, to be so hardcore feminist.
No, she's not, though. That's the thing. She wants to pretend she's a feminist, but she has sold albums because of relationships.
I get it, but she's very feminist. Like, oh, I want to build my own brand. I want to do my own thing. I want it to be like,
of course,
self-centered. So, like, why would she make this year sharing it with him?
Because she knows that's how you get in the limelight. Like, this is what her whole life has been about.
But why would she stick with it for a year?
Why not?
I don't think you could do that.
I mean, what if it started as a PR and then they did like each other?
Okay. Maybe. I'll give you that one.
And then they're like, well, let's just keep going. We're having fun.
Maybe.
Could be.
That could be more plausible, but...
Now, why would they break up soon? I don't know. We'll see if that actually happens. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's very easy to believe. Yes. You need to hear the story of... Matthew was telling me of some other... It was like back in the day. Some other lady.
Princess Diana.
No. That did this. She like dated people believed it, but it turned out it was literally a PR relationship, and they both benefited from it. I don't remember the name. I said ask Matthew, but they do it. Celebrities do it all the time.
Do they get married? Do they ever get married for it?
That would
Princess
be next
Diana.
level. What do you mean?
He just needed his image, He was never really in it.
Well,
he was like, she meets all the specs, but like, I'm really with Camilla.
Well, that makes sense no, it's terrible. But
she's like, that checks out, honestly.
It makes sense for his position.
Yeah.
Because at that time, especially, it was very important to have the image of marriage.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people, I don't think they care as much,
I It's a shame.
Yeah. And then as far as we know, I think she was in love with him.
Yeah.
He just had someone else.
That's so bad.
So sad.
Especially since she was so young. Of course she loved him, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Absolutely. And he's the king. He's going to be the king.
Yeah.
He's a prince.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she grew up thinking he's amazing.
Yeah.
She's young.
He dated her older sister at first, right? Or they were like friends. They would hang out, and she was just like the younger one.
The thing was, do you think she was just so young and ignorant that she just didn't know about the other lady?
Yeah.
Man, that's sad. Someone should have told her.
Yeah.
Like, who didn't have her back? Where were her friends?
Well, she kind of knew about Camilla, like, right when they were engaged.
Because everyone seemed to know, right?
And then she saw her at the wedding. She was like, oh, thank God that's behind me, you know? And then it wasn't.
The fact that you have to say that, you know something. Something in your gut is telling you.
That's not good.
That's not right.
I'm really sucking this water down.
You are. I have to pee and need more.
Yikes.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
it's unfortunate.
Anyway.
Yeah. I could never be with someone. Wait, what's the quote? Who didn't take politics as seriously as me.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, there's a multiple of those. She's like, and there's the boat thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's true. I was thinking of the movie theater.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
You've got mail. Well, we're spilling the tea today. We're gonna do a Never Have I Ever game.
All right.
And
I'm scared.
See what happens. Let's start easy.
Okay, please.
Never have I ever had surgery.
I have. Wait, am I just supposed to say I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I have. But I wasn't under general anesthetic.
Okay.
It's local.
Okay.
So they were cutting something.
Yeah, I won't say where my surgery was either.
They were cutting, but I was awake for it and I felt the sutures and stuff.
Oh. No,
I felt the digging and the suturing.
I was gone.
Good. Is that weird to be put under? Oh, I also had my wisdom tooth taken out, which is kind of like,
yeah, me too.
I was under general for that.
Yeah, same.
I was
I don't remember that week of my life.
Yeah. I was out of my mind on that one.
Like, that thing worked on me so well that
I know.
I literally don't remember that
I
week.
remember they were like, okay, let's count to 10. Yeah. And I was like, I'm awake.
No, exactly.
And I remember like 8.
Yeah.
They were like 10, 9, 8. And I was like, I'm awake. And then...
No, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
You're just like... And then you wake up and you're in the car or something.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
Like, how'd I get here?
I'm like drooling peach milkshake. Like...
I don't know how this happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yes, I have.
Yeah. Never have I ever accidentally said I love you to someone.
No. I don't think so.
I'm sure I probably have, like on the phone.
Yeah, like just a random person.
Love you. Actually, no, I feel like I always catch them doing it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I'm always on the other side of it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that.
I told you the dentist did that to me. Yeah. He was like leaving. He was like in a rush. And he was like, all right, love you. I was like,
that is hilarious.
Love you too, Dennis.
Love you too, Dennis. He's an older man. He
could love me.
He could love everyone.
Yeah.
He's a very nice man.
Yeah. He was like, all right, see y'all later. Love you. I was like, love you too. I don't know.
Right back at you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay, these are... I gotta censor these.
Yeah.
Never have I ever cried in public.
Of course I
have.
Unfortunately.
I hate it.
To my demise. I hate it.
So much. I hate crying in front of anyone.
Me too. I don't know why.
I got teary in front of Peter today. I was like, oh, sorry.
Exactly.
He like gave me this like 40 weeks gift, you know, and like had it all like just laid out. And they had a card and I was like, I'm sorry, I got a tear. Exactly. I don't want to like leave.
No, literally. I'm like, I don't know. I will cry in front of Matthew, but yeah, it's still embarrassing to me.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, well, it won't be yesterday then, but Amelia had to, she has to get this little helmet for her little flat head. And I saw the helmet. The lady walked in with the helmet. Aww. And I started crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, she walked out. So I was like, okay, I'm good. And then she comes in and I'm just like still crying. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like so embarrassed.
Aww. Were you just like emotional about it, or like sad, or what?
All of the above. I just felt like, I don't know, because I wasn't sure how she would react, and so then I was like, she doesn't understand, and it's just like so sad to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something about your little baby having any little thing. You're just like, this is sad.
Yeah.
But when she put it on and she was like, seemed to be all right with it, I felt better.
Yeah.
But up until that point, it was just like, I guess I was exploding. Finally came out. No, I had cried already, but.
Mm-hmm. I had an irrational cry the other day, and I was so embarrassed.
But no one saw it, right?
No, but
that's
then. Good. Yeah. Peter was like, basically, I missed my 39-week appointment because I got the time wrong, I guess. And we showed up. I thought it was on time, and it was like 30 minutes before. And I was like, you're kidding me? First of all, we drove an hour.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Second of all, like, I want to know, do I need to work on flipping her? Or not flipping her, but like moving her, or like getting her down?
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like I needed some answers.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I want to do something like proactively before I hit 40 weeks, not like come back another day. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was just like, they were like, okay, well, we can get you in later on this week. And I was just, I don't know.
No.
We walked out the door. I was like, I'm going to cry.
I'm going to cry. You told him that?
I was like sobbing by the time we got to the car.
I'm about to cry.
I was like, I'm
about to explode.
He's like, I'm going back in there. I was like, no, because then I got to go back in like this.
Crying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And he was like,
worth it though.
Yeah. So they got us in like an hour later.
That was nice. I'm glad they did that.
But he was like, I think she's, she's crying.
Like, can you please get my crying wife in here?
Yeah. So they knew I was, but I was just kind of like holding it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it happens.
Yeah. Oh, it's the worst.
I know. So yes, definitely have.
Never have I ever tipped more than 50%. Absolutely not.
No, I don't think so.
No way.
That'd be a lot. No, not me personally.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Could not be me.
Could not.
Mm-mm. Wouldn't happen. Never have I ever performed on stage. Define perform.
Yeah, define stage. Because yes, I have.
I have.
Unfortunately.
What did you do?
So you do. Okay, we used to do these competitions like for our school. We would go to, we'd call it convention.
Okay.
And there was different things you could do. Okay. So different performances. So I was in a lot of things. And one was I would sing with 2 other people. Mm-hmm. Then I sang with 1 other person. Did a play.
You're singing?
I was singing. Did a play.
I don't know if I've heard you sing.
Come to karaoke with me. And then, yeah, that was it for that. But unfortunately, throughout my school career, our principal really wanted me and my friend to always do like a singing thing. Okay. So I did a few things, and I was like
sisters.
And then no, it was like Christian songs. Okay. Hymns maybe. And then so I got really good at like harmonizing.
Yeah.
Then at our church, I think I was like Mary in a play. Mm-hmm. I didn't really have words, but I was like in front of people. Mm-hmm. I've like preached on a stage.
Yeah.
I've done like announcements on a stage. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a few things.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I've been in a few plays.
Yeah.
And then I've done hosting, you know what I mean? Like services and
exactly.
Stuff,
Right.
That kind of.
That's what I meant by announcements, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy to think how
yeah.
much I used to do it.
I know.
Now I'm like, I'm rusty as heck.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm good,
Yeah.
Like, give it to somebody who likes it.
No, exactly. I never have been like, oh, I got over it. Like, I love this.
Like, I don't mind it, but if I get up and I'm talking about like a hosting kind of scenario. I never am going to be the person to be like, I'm going to hype up the crowd. Okay. I'm going to be very like, what's up?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm not going to have this like, I don't know, stage personality.
Well, like, unless you're doing like a youth conference, you probably don't have to hype the crowd up too much. Like, you're probably the perfect person for
actually no
to chill. Okay, well, my
old church, not when your church is trying to be like, okay, God.
Okay, my old church, they would have loved you.
I'm not gonna yell at you and hype you up with a big prayer and like, I'm gonna be like, all right, what's up, guys?
Yeah, honestly, that's the way to go.
How's it going? Love ya.
Love ya. Like my dentist said.
Yeah.
That's funny.
My husband, however, can turn it on. So, you know,
that's so funny. It is funny how, because Peter's more of an introvert.
I know, and then
they are typically the best.
I know,
at doing like stage things.
It's crazy,
and I think it's because it's like they really can turn it on that moment.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're an extrovert, you might be always like thinking about trying to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always like on in a sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I've always noticed like introverts really are just like,
a lot of them are actors and they really know how to get into their thing.
So people think that they're extroverts.
Exactly.
But then they're like, no, I'm drained.
Exactly. So many times I was telling Peter, like, so many times I'll like either tell people, oh, he's an introvert, and they're shocked.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell people like, yeah, he will say he was like a mean, angry kid. And they're like shocked by that. They're like, he's the sweetest. I'm like, no, he's in the middle. He had to fight.
He had to fight. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Mean, I don't angry know. Kid.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't getting enough alone time.
Yeah.
Probably. He wasn't able to like
be his own person.
Yeah, regulate his emotions alone.
Yeah, maybe.
He had too much going on.
Maybe.
Because, you know, like, I feel like people are kind of getting a better idea of, like, okay, maybe kids don't need to always just, like, be go, go, go. They need to rest, too, just like adults. Yeah. But, like, back in the day, I think it was, like, we're going to every church event that on the planet.
Right.
And it's every night.
Yeah, I know.
You know? Like, my mom was talking about when she first had Jennifer, my sister, and she was like, I don't know every why, night. And I don't know how I did it, but it was literally every night.
No.
I'm like, I would be exhausted.
Yeah, no. Never have I ever left a mean YouTube comment.
No, I haven't.
I don't think I have. I do know one. It's not mean. He was deserving of it.
He was mean first.
No, there was one. It's like this car repair video. I think it's like on how to change a door handle on your car.
Interesting.
And this guy's literally, this is such a fringe reference, but there's this old show called Green Acres.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Mr. Haney?
I know what you're talking about.
He's like, Mr. Haney. Okay, he's the guy who's the same voice on, hold on. Is it? He is on Robin Hood. He's the sheriff.
I was going to say, you sounded just like the Robin Hood guy.
Yeah. He's the sheriff, and he's also on, what's the other show? He's like a dog. Oh, Aristocats. He's Aristocats.
Not Aristocats. Not even a dog movie.
No, it has the two dogs.
Yeah.
And he's one of them. Oh, you know.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the leader.
Was he on Dalmatians too?
He's on a lot. I don't think he's on Dalmatians.
They used the same people for a lot of the cartoons.
So it's that guy, but his character on Green Acres was Mr. Haney, and he'd be like, I got something to sell you. Anyway.
That's really good.
So this guy is like showing people how to like change your door handle on your car, but he's literally talking like that. So I commented, okay, Mr. Haney. Because I think he was trolling.
Oh.
He's like, well, what you're going to do is take this little place. So that was my comment.
Did anyone, get
I get
your
likes
reference?
On it. Yeah. I get likes.
Yeah. I get likes on it. It's like a million likes.
You know.
No, I'm kidding.
No. But
that is so funny. We already did updates, but
What?
As we speak, you put up your Gilmore Girls.
I did, yeah.
And it looks so good.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with it.
Thank you.
If you haven't seen it, go to her Instagram.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's the best fall and winter house set I've ever seen.
Everybody's like, where do I buy this? I'm like,
you're
not buying it.
You're not buying it.
They're like, would you sell it? I'm like, no.
How much? $1 million?
I'm not going to sell it. I was like, I needed this for postpartum. Let's be real.
Afterwards, $1 million?
Somebody commented and they're like, I'm not going to lie, this would heal me. I was like, I get it. That's what I plan on.
If you could find
I plan on some postpartum healing from this town.
If you found a whole nother set and made it, you really could. I bet sell it for like $2,000.
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Make your own.
Maybe one day you will. That could be,
my little side hustle.
Yeah. You could make like different people's shows they like, you know?
I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Too much work.
Yeah.
I'll do it for myself, but I'm not going to. No. I'll come up with a great idea and hire out somebody.
There you go.
To do it, but I'm not going to do it. Right. When my daughter wants a little job, you know.
Go. She'll make it.
She can paint them, but.
Absolutely.
No.
And then you can sell them.
Mm-hmm. Never have I ever been in a police car.
No.
No, I haven't. I'm not opposed to it. Curious about it.
If I ever had, it would have been just they were giving me a ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I haven't.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, I'm trying to remember the scenario, but it was before cell phones and my dad was not home from work and we were kind of like, you know?
Okay.
And he got dropped off in a police car.
No way.
Because his car broke down somewhere and they're like, we'll give you a ride. So he just shows up.
Nice.
I feel like we had just moved into the neighborhood and he's getting dropped off in the back of
hilarious.
a police car.
People are like, oh no.
But we were kind of like, is he ever going to come home? And then a police car shows up and he gets out. And he's like, yeah,
Dad?
my car broke down. They gave me a ride.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, he has.
Yeah.
Not me.
Never have I ever tried CrossFit. I have not. Peter has.
I'm trying to remember.
Peter
tried CrossFit?
I think his dream was for us to be a CrossFit couple. I did not.
That's hilarious.
I did not complete that mission.
I've never been drawn to it.
No.
I'm not going to lie to you.
No.
No. There was nothing about it that made me want to do it.
No.
So no, I have not.
No.
But I know people that do, and they love it.
Never have I ever called the cops on someone. I have.
Have I?
Have you called 911? Period?
I don't think so.
Really?
On accident once. And they called me back, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Was that me?
You're like, did I dream this?
I don't think I have. I'm trying to remember because there was this one scenario where I was in my apartment.
I definitely have.
And this really creepy person I think their shirt said something like security or something, but obviously they were not.
Yeah.
Knocked on our door like crazy. Mm-hmm. And so maybe I called for that, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Nothing stands out, you know?
Yeah. I definitely have. I've called for a car accident. I saw a car flip.
Oh, wow.
So I called for that. And then they were like, did you go check on them? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want you to come get it.
They tell people to go check. I feel like that would be
traumatic
and dangerous. What if you moved them and they weren't supposed to be, or
exactly.
You did something
I was
wrong?
Like, I don't want to run up on a dead body.
No, exactly.
Please, I'm just trying to call you.
No,
but they were like, weird. Have you gone and checked on the people? I was like, I thought you were gonna thank me. To be honest. I didn't think you were going to tell me to go get my hands dirty and maybe get some trauma for the day.
Yeah, exactly. That is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Have you checked on them?
Yeah.
I'm passing on the street.
I'm literally just behind them in my car. But,
literally. You know what? Now that you say that, I didn't personally do it, but me and Matthew did see this car. We heard this big and we saw this car flip.
Wow.
So I think we called, and a bunch of people had seen it, and they called as well. So
yeah. Well, and it was right in front of a fire station, which was also it was
you're like, they got it.
We were 3 blocks from the fire station.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're going to be here in 2 seconds. Like, I'm not going to run up.
That was convenient.
It them. Was.
Thankfully,
I knew, like, where we were. Anyway. Yeah. And then, but by the time they were like, did you go check on her? I kind of, like, got out of my car. I was like, I don't want to do this. But she was, like, crawling out of the... I was like, okay, we're good. She's alive.
My gosh. This is a wild story.
Yeah. Well, then I ended up knowing the person who hit her.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, so did this car flip? Like, if she's crawling out...
It flipped. So the car was going straight, and, like, the other person was coming across, didn't see her, kind of, like, fishtailed her, and then she hit the curb and, like... So she hit the curb and, like, flipped back. But the person who was going was, like, dropping her kids off of school, like, didn't see, whatever, and then came and, like...
my gosh.
Hit her. So then I saw, oh, my gosh, I know this lady.
Oh, my gosh.
Hit her.
So that she had a traumatic day.
She did.
As well.
She was just sobbing.
Almost
I was like, okay.
Hurt somebody.
Yeah. It was a bad day.
That's rough.
It was a bad day.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Never have I ever went more than a day without brushing my teeth.
No.
Absolutely
Unless
not.
it was a straight up accident and I did not realize, but
I would have
think so.
I would never.
No, I don't think. You start to feel so grody. There's just no way.
I don't understand people who can. Like,
I know.
I was talking to somebody one time and they were like, I feel like if I don't brush my teeth before bed, I get a sore throat. I was like, 100%. 100%. If I went to bed without brushing my teeth, I feel like I would have a sore throat immediately.
I don't think I've ever gone to bed without brushing my teeth, so I cannot tell you if that is...
I don't sleep in makeup either.
True. Heck no. I don't know how people do. Even when back in the day, I never could. Like, it just... I felt... When I wake up and I have makeup on...
Oh, even when you take a nap.
Disgusting. Yes.
You take a nap and then you wake up and it's like kind of like greasy and like caked to your face. Oh.
It's like it goes away. It's like when I'm really tired.
It melts into you.
My makeup doesn't stay on.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Your face melts.
It really does. It's like, that's why you shouldn't be tired.
Yeah, literally. Your makeup will not stay on.
No.
You'll look like a corpse.
Yeah, so no, I cannot do those things.
Yeah. Never have I ever blamed someone else for my mistake at work.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe.
I mean, if it was an accident. Like, I didn't realize that I actually did it.
No. No. We're pretty squeaky clean so far.
I'm waiting for something to expose me.
I know. Never have I ever laughed at a funeral. Probably.
If they told a joke.
I'm chronically laugh where you shouldn't.
I typically am too, but I don't think a funeral happened for me.
I definitely have.
Funerals and weddings make me cry.
I definitely have. Any irreverent moment, I'm laughing. I'm cracking a joke. I'm like instigating the laughter.
You know, some people need that.
Yeah. I'm the worst person to sit next to at any kind of special
serious event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, most of the time, me too. And I'm like, if it gets too serious,
yeah,
we're cracking a joke.
Yeah. I have like certain people too who will always be like, either I want to sit by you or like I can't sit by you today because I have to be on my best behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people can't stand that, you know, where they're just like, how can we dare not be serious 24/7?
Yeah.
And that, for me, we can't be friends.
No.
We're not going to get along. You're not going to like me, and I'm not going to like you.
No. Never have I ever shoplifted.
No.
I have.
On purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Were you like really young?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend was like, we're going to steal this candy. I was like, sure.
Sure.
Why not? I don't know. And then he stole it. But I was like, yeah, I'll share it with you. Like, you know.
I'll share the blame.
Yeah, no, I'll share the candy.
Oh.
And then he snitched on himself to his mom. And I got in trouble. Had to go pay the store.
No. Rat.
I know, he was a rat.
Like, why'd you do it? If you couldn't take
Exactly. It was like literally like 5-cent candy, I think. Anyway.
No, I did not. I have not.
Or 10-cent candy.
No,
like it was literally like a dime.
But again, it would have been an accident. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
All right, we got her on one.
Let's see. Never have I ever lurked. It says my ex on social media, but lurked somebody on social media.
100% I have.
I'm so good at it.
Who hasn't lurked?
I could find anyone.
Yeah, you really could.
I could. And I could find their address.
Which is scary. But we all know we've lurked.
Yeah.
Please.
I lurk hard.
Yes. And nowadays, obviously, I'm not lurking on exes, but I'm lurking on for information about people.
Yeah.
Trying to find stuff.
Yeah.
Literally.
I see like an influencer bought a new house. I'm like, cool, I'm going to go find. I'm going to find where it is. I'm going to see how much they paid for it.
Yeah. We, just the other day, you were asking me, or you were telling me about this influencer, and you're like, I really hope that they're still married. And so then ever since, I've been lurking on their page trying to figure it out.
I think they are.
I think so too.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
But I was nervous.
Sometimes you get inklings.
Exactly. And you start to not see people around for a little while. You're like but maybe they're just not putting them out there for a time being. They're just doing less personal things.
Yeah.
So, but people have been dropping like flies, so I really wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. The amount of recent announcements of divorces and whatnot, I'm just like,
I know. Everybody's dropping.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We don't want to see it, but we see it.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to say anything here, but a lot of them have been the ones that like got married super, super young.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think you
weren't fully
aware of what you wanted in life.
Right.
Because this one girl was like, I haven't been single since I was 17. Yeah. Like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I've never dated, like, basically outside of
saw the same
this
interview,
person.
I see.
Yeah, we did. But I'm like, well, I've never dated anybody outside of Peter, but I'm good.
Well, yeah, but you weren't necessarily as young as her. But also, you're, I don't know, she's loves the Lord.
No.
Makes a difference.
It does. It does. Okay. Never have I ever Googled someone before a date. Again, anybody, like, even if I'm just...
I don't think so.
Not a date, but... Because obviously it's only been Peter. But I'm going to do my research.
Yeah, like I've maybe looked on Instagram or Facebook or something. But not... Yeah. I've never Googled.
Oh, I Google people. Do you not Google people?
No. I feel like I don't get anywhere to Google. It's not enough information
really?
Unless they're, like, famous.
No, I Google people.
No.
You find, like, little news articles.
I Google famous people. Or, like, internet people.
That's where... Okay. That's where it would be hard, because if you were going to meet somebody who's kind of famous...
Yeah.
Like...
They can't hide anything.
Right. You're going to Google them before.
Right. And then there's just no way. Whenever they say, like, oh, they didn't know who I was, I'm always like, no. Then they must not be on the internet.
They're lying.
Exactly. That, or they don't do anything on the internet.
Meghan Markle's like, I just didn't know who Prince Harry was.
Please. But you are a public figure.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't know who the prince is?
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah. Never have I ever worn Crocs. I actually have not. I'm interested.
I have.
I'm interested, but I don't have Crocs.
So my sister-in-law actually gave me some.
Are they delightful?
They're actually very comfortable. And I was like,
socks and Crocs?
I understand this.
Do you do socks and Crocs?
So I haven't worn them a lot, so I don't have much experience. When I tried them on, I did have socks on. And that was the way to go, because the bottom does have these little... Which it might actually kind of feel like a massage on your foot. But it has these little... like little pokies.
Balls.
Yeah. And so it felt really good with socks.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was like, you know what? I understand why people wear these to the airport. This
Yeah.
would be life hack, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, unless you have TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Never have I ever spilled pen ink in my pocket.
No.
Oh, man.
You have.
And not only once.
No.
I've done it twice.
What?
And let me tell you.
How does this happen? Is the pin on it the fritz?
I would have a pen in my back pocket for work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I guess you maybe sit on it or whatever. Okay, one time it was a red Sharpie pen. It was a red Sharpie pen, and the cap came off.
Oh, no.
And so I think I was wearing khaki pants too.
Oh, yikes.
Anyway.
Did you ruin the pants?
I'm getting there. Okay. Let me cook.
Sorry.
I think it was like a calligraphy like paint pen almost. I don't even know what I was doing, but it was like a thicker pen. The cap came off, so it was just drawing on me.
Target.
I didn't realize it. I was at Chick-fil-A corporate.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't wearing khakis. Maybe this was a better story, but I went to the restroom. I stood up. The toilet seat is stained with red Sharpie. And I realized it was my butt cheek that stained it. Because I had
it's on
Sharpie.
Your butt cheek too?
Yes. It's just
that
all
thing
over.
was powerful.
It's all over my butt cheek. And then I stained the toilet with my red Sharpie.
Did you think you were bleeding? Or you could tell
No, because it's like very red, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like trying to rub it. It's not coming off. And I'm like, let me just like wait till nobody sees and like see what stall I came out of and like leave. Okay. So that was the first time. Second time, I'm at work. I am in khakis this time for sure. Blue pen.
Oh no.
Bursts in my back pocket. I again don't realize it. Go to the restroom, stain the seat blue.
You're joking. Red, white, and blue over here.
And then have to try to clean it up and be like, yeah, sorry, my butt cheek stained the toilet again.
They're like, again?
But this one I actually have to fess up to because it's like I work there.
Oh no.
So
Did they get it off? Is that possible?
And it was a guy that like cleaned the restrooms and I'm just like, I'll do it.
Yeah,
you know?
give me that.
I don't need all this
attention,
knowing where it came from.
Oh God.
Golly. But yeah,
crazy.
Those pens don't sit on pens.
No. Don't put them in your back pocket.
Don't put them in your back pocket. Yeah. Because then they break. You don't know it.
Yeah.
It's a gel pen. You know, it's going everywhere.
Yeah. I've definitely had it on my hand, but...
Just imagine.
Your butt.
And then you're staining porcelain. It's the worst.
Not good.
No.
I'm glad you had that story.
Yeah. Never have I ever woken up someone with my snoring. You know, unfortunately, I've begun snoring in the late stages of my pregnancy.
I did too.
I feel really bad,
and I would deny it with my whole core.
Yeah,
but Matthew was like, "No, you were snoring." So maybe I did wake him up. And then every time I would get like a massage or something, I would wake myself up with snoring. So I was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing."
It's so embarrassing.
It is.
And like I'll tell Peter sometimes now, like, you know, if I'm like going to bed and my nose is kind of like I can breathe out of it, but I'm like, I'm snoring tonight. I'm so sorry. I think it's going to happen, and I apologize in advance. He's like, no, it's wonderful. I'm like, no,
it's wonderful.
It's.
Does he snore?
He can snore.
Okay, because Matthew can definitely snore, so I didn't really feel too bad.
Yeah, he doesn't snore all the time because I swat him. But
yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, I was definitely snoring it as well. That's so funny that happens because now I don't snore anymore.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it goes away. You just get all this extra pressure on you, and you're like,
yeah, you're just trying to breathe.
Here's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. And I think sometimes, I don't know, I just end up on my back. Mm-hmm. And then I think I'm like snoring away.
I see.
Yeah. But, you know.
I wasn't even on my back and I was snoring.
Yeah. Yeah. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever been trapped in an elevator.
No.
I have not.
No. Why do I feel like I have?
I know. I feel like I know people who are like, oh, elevator stuck, but not me.
I don't think so.
I think it would scar you a little bit.
Oh yeah, I would not want to get on an elevator.
Yeah.
Probably ever again.
Yeah. No. Calm down, girly. Excuse me. Never have I ever dropped a phone on my face.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
I have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
My friend dropped it so hard on her face, she had a bruise.
That's embarrassing. All right. Never have I ever kicked a masseuse during a massage by mistake.
No. I have the pedicure people, pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, whoop.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, it tickles, especially when they get that cheese grater out.
Let me tell you. Somewhere, getting laser done.
Like hair removal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the worst because with a wax, it's like quick. And I'm like, I would say where my pockets are. That's very ticklish for me.
Okay.
So getting a wax, like it is ticklish. And I do struggle to not like,
hit somebody.
Well, like clap my legs together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're doing laser and you got to get it over and over and over. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I was really struggling.
So is laser more painful than waxing?
I think so.
Really?
It was for me. Maybe I went to a bad place. I don't know.
Wow. I thought it was supposed to be better.
No. And I got it done like on my legs too. Like around your ankles. Killer. It hurt so bad.
So did you do it just like one time?
I went like 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
And so is it less now?
Yeah. On my legs, like, yeah, I'll see that it grows in like batches.
Okay.
Not everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of dumb.
Right. I think I've heard you have to keep going for a while for it to even go away. So it's like, that's a lot.
I feel like probably when I say like my ankles were so painful, I think it's probably because like when you get a tattoo close to a bone, like it's so painful. I think it's like that. Ugh. Oh my gosh, it was killer. Ugh. But the most pain I've ever been in, I think, is waxing my own armpits. That hurt.
Oh my gosh. The fact that you had
like
to do it to
nobody's
yourself.
business. No, that literally hurt so bad. Like I'm not kidding. And I think it's because it's like lymph nodes, but it hurt incredibly. Ugh. Incredibly bad.
Ouch.
Yeah. So.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Never have I ever dropped my phone in the toilet.
I have.
I don't think I have, but that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Thankfully, it was only pee.
Still.
But terrible nonetheless. I feel like it's been
how wet did it get?
Multiple times.
Kelly.
You learn that you should not put it in your pocket when you go to the bathroom.
Oh, and then it slips.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So don't do that.
Yeah. How wet does it get?
I mean, pretty wet.
Like
go swimming.
Full submerge, and you gotta like fish it out.
Yeah, you gotta be quick about it too.
Bad. Oh, you gotta just reach in there, huh?
So the whole thing is pretty gross.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't recommend.
Yeah. Never have I ever said I was going to go somewhere with absolutely no intention of actually going. So just lied and been like, yeah, I'll be there.
I don't think so, unless it's
I always give myself a little out.
Yes.
I'll be like, wow, that sounds great. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I always say, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. That way, if I'm not
then I'll be like,
it,
oh man, look at that calendar. Wow.
It's too full. The other thing about me is it's hard for me to plan super advanced.
Oh yeah, don't.
I might want to right now, but in 2 months,
I might not
when
want
that
to.
date comes, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that week was crazy for me.
Yeah.
You know? So people who want to go like, let's put this on the books for, you know, a year from now, I'm like, whew, I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Let me let you know.
Yeah.
It's
I feel
tough.
you.
Unless it's a trip and I'm like, okay, we'll just book that time out, whatever.
Yeah.
But even then, sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Never have I ever cut my own hair.
No.
I have. For sure.
Okay. No, I haven't.
Cut my own bangs when I was like 5.
Whoa.
And I cut my own hair like a lot.
Like currently?
No, not anymore, but I was
back in the day,
cutting my hair.
No, I haven't. I don't think I did it as a kid. Like I wasn't the kid that took the scissors and cut their hair. Mm-hmm. And then as I pretty young, my sister became a hairstylist.
Oh.
So then she was cutting my hair.
Yeah.
So I didn't like have to learn it.
Yeah. This would be a question for you. Never have I ever liked a book to movie adaptation more than the book.
Let me think.
We got Narnia. We got Lord of the Rings. We got Redeeming Love. We got...
I don't like the book or the movie, to be honest with you. I don't think
Surprised by Oxford.
So
we got...
Okay. No. Not the... I never typically liked the movie more necessarily because the book always gives you more detail.
Yeah.
And so that's always amazing.
Yeah.
But I typically do still love the movies because it gives you like it comes to life more. Right. So you're like, okay, I'm going to picture the characters this way or, whatever. So,
yeah.
If anything, it would be like, I did not like the movie version of this book.
Yeah.
You know, like one thing about reading the book when, if like a show or a movie takes it on.
Yeah.
Is your expectations are higher.
Yeah.
And if they don't do things accurately, you're kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
And so that's really what can get you.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you something that's controversial.
Okay.
Is seeing the movie first.
Yeah.
And then reading the book.
I've done that before.
Which
helps me, actually.
It helps me. I was going to say, it helps me so much. Especially when it's the audiobook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I liked the movie. Let me listen to the book. And then I can follow along with the characters so much easier.
And you can really picture
my gosh. Also, watching a movie in a theater for the first time, it's not like a sequel or anything.
Yeah.
Keeping up with all the names, I'm like,
it's a lot.
Oh my gosh. I need my notepad.
No, for real.
When you have the captions, you get it a little bit more. But going in with no captions to a movie and trying to watch it, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many details, especially when it's some kind of sci-fi and there are more terminology.
Oh gosh, they love a million and one things in those stories.
Yeah, you can't keep up with
all
of it.
Too. Lately, I'm like, there's so much to remember.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
no, I agree with you. Because then sometimes, if I watch the movie and I'm like, oh, that made me want to read the book because I feel like I'll get more information about it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like if it's a really popular book and they've made it into a movie or something, sometimes they assume you're going in knowing certain details.
Yeah.
And you don't. And so that really bothers me because I'm like, okay, now I got to go read this book because I don't know what that specific detail, what was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't do that, but sometimes they do. And so, I don't know, for me, it can be fun to watch the movies and then go read the book because I will have those characters in my mind. Otherwise,
and I can picture the places. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, this is fun. I get to relive little parts with extra detail. You know, and you're like, ooh, okay, or I know what's coming. Oh, there she is. You know, whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay. I saw one and I was intrigued by it, but I cannot find it.
Bummer.
Never, I'm going to read this one for fun. Never have I ever sniffed marker ink.
Of course I have.
Also, I'm like, this is so controversial, but I was using markers the other day and I was like, oh, I've never want to have something more. It smells so good right now.
Right now. As you're pregnant.
As I'm pregnant. I'm like, this Sharpie, oh my gosh. I'm going to take 18 whiffs of this.
Hilarious.
It smells so good.
First of all, how can you not? It's very strong.
Yeah.
You take the cap off, you're smelling it.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Let me sniff it.
That, I love diesel, rosemary. Now we're getting into good.
Not controversial.
I was huffing rosemary the other day. I was like, nothing has ever smelled better.
Okay, then you need to that oil I gave you for the hair.
I know. I'm gonna be all over
rosemary.
it. I'm gonna be all over it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Go sniff that.
But the Sharpie, I was like, dang, I need to put this up. I need to get my rosemary because this smells so good. You just
so funny.
Yeah. Never have I ever thrown up because somebody else threw up.
No.
I think I have.
When I tell you, I will literally stop myself from throwing up if I possibly can.
Oh, yeah.
I will not let that out.
I will try to, be a comfort, you know, if Peter's ever going through it.
Yeah.
and I have to run away. I'm like,
no.
Like just the sounds of it. I'm like,
you could come. I could be around you with almost any sickness. I really don't care, except
vomiting.
If you're throwing up, I won't see you for 2 weeks.
I don't want it. Yeah,
I don't want that.
I don't want it.
That is my nightmare.
Yeah.
And I've been burned before, so it's like,
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And yeah, whenever I was pregnant and I was really sick at the beginning, there were times where like something would kind of come up. Yeah. And I would make it go down. And I told my friend that because she was also, she had been sick when she was pregnant. Yeah. And she was like, how did you not throw up? Like, if that happened to me, I was throwing up. And I was like, not letting it happen.
No, I hate it.
Cannot.
I hate it. I hate it so much. There's nothing worse than throwing up.
Why is it so bad? Oh, I dread it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thinking about it now, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
How do I stay away from it for the rest of my life?
I know.
Do you know, like, kids always, like, they go buy one kid and they, like, had it a week ago and they get it and you're like,
uh-huh.
And some parents are the worst.
Yeah.
Because, like, I haven't even experienced this through, like, having a child, but
they're like, oh.
They're like, they just threw up, like, yesterday, but they're fine today. And you're like, why?
You're like, no.
Do you bring them around anyone?
They want a break from them.
Please. Think about someone else.
No, they want a break from them.
Yes, it's very selfish, and I do not appreciate
horrible.
it.
It's horrible.
So, I don't know. I'm going to have to be like, sign this contract if you've thrown up in the last week.
It's like your family that does it.
Yeah.
They're like, we're good for the family dinner. And you're like, I'm literally not coming to the family dinner now.
No, I'm going to let y'all know now.
Yeah.
If your kid is throwing up.
We're not.
And you tell me that.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rapid fire. And then we're trying to get some tea here, but we're pretty squeaky clean.
We're too tamed.
Okay. Have you ever shot a person by accident? I have not.
No.
Okay. Have you ever sent your food back to the chef? Yes.
I think so.
For sure. I don't. Yeah.
I used to get raw chicken constantly. It was a very weird thing.
I do not accept raw chicken, raw fish.
So I think I sent that back.
Yeah. I'll send that bad boy back. Yeah. Have you ever cheated on a test?
No.
I want to say maybe. Okay. Have you ever changed a car tire?
No.
No. Yeah, me neither.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I haven't. Been chased by a dog? No.
No.
I don't think so. I'd be like,
Matthew has.
I'll let you get me.
I'm here.
Yeah. Have you ever kissed an animal? Definitely kissed them on the head.
Not on purpose.
Have you ever tasted dog or cat food? I've tasted dog food.
Why?
I don't know.
You were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Have you ever slipped and fell on nothing?
Of course.
Yeah. Have you ever crushed on a celebrity?
Of course.
Yeah.
I've crushed on a cartoon.
That's humbling. Do you remember which one?
Yes, but I can't remember the name of the show. I just remember it was like this. He was kind of like a superhero cartoon kind of thing. I think it was like the voice. I must have just really liked his voice.
Yeah, I can't remember who, but I feel like there was somebody on Zoom that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's good. All right, well,
that's it.
I think that's it.
All right.
You have anything else to share that's been weighing on you?
No, I'd have to be prompted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like when someone asks you, like, how's blah, 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 like, how's this, or how are you doing? I'm like, oh, good. I need, like, more specific questions, though, if you're like, looking for an answer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Or what's your favorite thing to do?
Yeah.
What's your hobby? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Give me a prompt.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. We bared our souls for you. And
if you have better questions, send them our way. We will answer them, most likely. Yeah. Maybe not. But I don't really feel like I have anything to hide.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of my past.
And I don't really feel like I have
not bad.
anything Yeah.
Yeah.
I think probably as a kid, one of the meanest things I did was I wrote this girl a note, and I put it on her desk, and I said, beware.
Beware of what?
Exactly.
What did you say in the note?
I said, beware.
Just beware.
Yeah.
That's all it said?
I think I was mad at her, and she knew it. So I put it on her desk, and I said...
All it said was beware.
Beware.
Like, it didn't say anything else.
No.
Okay.
Beware of what's coming.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I don't think I did anything. I think I got in trouble, actually.
I remember this deviant moment. I was, like, washing my hands at church, and I, like, flicked all of the water on the mirror. And when the...
The cleaning person is really going to get it today.
I was not having it. I don't know. I was like, whatever. And the teacher walked in right then and, like, put a mark on my name tag.
The moment you try to do something that's slightly evil, you get in trouble.
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious, though. You're like, I got it.
I was like, let me just flick this.
That's too good.
You know, that's about the
good.
Worst that I've done.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good times.
All right, guys. Well, see you in November.
All right.
And we love you guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening today. Make sure that you're following us at Honesty Club Podcast on Instagram, or check out our website, thehonestyclub.com, to be a part of future episodes.
You can submit an idea for a topic or write in with a story for us to share.
If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts, leave us a review, or share it with a friend.
See you next Thursday.